I want to welcome you to the first Global Doctoral Midwifery Research Society Conference. I hope I got that right. And along with Richard, a particular welcome to those of you who have travelled to Northern Ireland. And I trust you'll have an opportunity to not only network with colleagues, but also to take the opportunity to get out and about and see something of the city of Belfast and also the surrounding countryside. The Minister regrets that he cannot be with you today, but life being what it is, there are currently a series of ad hoc meetings taking place to negotiate a way forward, given the unprecedented financial pressures that we face. I'm sure all of you who are working, particularly in the United Kingdom, will be aware of what we're facing at the moment. As you will be aware, the Doctoral Midwifery Research Society was founded by Professor Marlene Sinclair, our first Professor of Midwifery, not only in Northern Ireland, but also on the island of Ireland. And it is indeed a credit to her that so many local, national and internationally renowned speakers are present. So maybe you might just, at this point, give her a round of applause. I think it deserves that. I don't need to remind this audience that midwives provide care not only to women, but also to babies and to the families, and that is of the utmost importance to our society. Midwives are key professionals in ensuring that women have a safe and emotionally satisfying experience during their pregnancy, childbirth, and in the postnatal period. The evidence shows that we could go a long way to achieving improvements in health and social outcomes by giving more people, especially women and children, better life chances. And if any of you have been following the work produced by Professor Marmot in England for the Department of Health in England, you will see that one of his major recommendations to the government, not only the previous government but also to this one, is that we need to invest more in women and children if we're to make a real impact, a generational impact on the health of the nation. The quality of care that women receive during pregnancy, birth, and indeed in the early weeks after birth influences the life chances that a baby will have. And here in Northern Ireland, we're about to make some significant investment in an early years strategy because, again, all of the research, particularly the research coming from America, shows that if we can make interventions in the first 3 years of life, then we have a major impact, as I said, on the next generation. Midwives, of course, have an extremely important role to play in public health and are, quite frankly, uniquely placed to influence the health outcomes for women and their children. This was evidenced by the fact that one of the work streams of Midwifery 2020 was public health. Midwifery 2020, as you will be aware, is a UK-wide collaborative piece of work commissioned by the 4 chief nursing officers and to be launched in Edinburgh within the next week or so. It looks to develop a vision of the contribution that midwives will continue to make to maternity services and the health of the nation into the next decade. Northern Ireland, in partnership with Scotland, led on the public health work stream, and indeed it was my privilege to chair that particular group. Northern Ireland, as with other parts of the United Kingdom, has seen the impact of demographic changes, in particular the increase in the number of births, more older mothers, higher rates of multiple births, more obese mothers, more women who survive serious childhood illness and go on to have children, but who need extra care in pregnancy and childbirth, rising rates of intervention in labour, increasing social and ethnic diversity, sometimes leading to communication difficulties and other social and clinical challenges in maternity care. There is, of course, a temptation to become mesmerised by all of this. But as with all other areas of health and social care activity, we need to design services that meet the assessed needs of our patients and our clients. That will mean, of course, making the very best use of all of our skills and all of our talents, but with excellent teamwork between midwives, obstetricians, general practitioners and health visitors, working in partnership with women and with their families. We are also, of course, aware of the increasing challenges for midwives themselves, particularly with the ageing profile of the midwifery workforce. That is why we have worked closely with the service and education to increase and monitor student numbers to ensure an adequate workforce for the future. We have also been involved in the development of a regional training programme for maternity support workers. This will help with skill mix in maternity and free up midwives to carry out the important work that only you can do. In March of this year, the Minister announced a review of maternity services, leading to the development of a maternity strategy for Northern Ireland. This work is well underway, chaired by Dr. Paul Fogarty and Professor Cathy Warwick, who will be speaking at the conference tomorrow. This review will consider the provision of services for women at all stages of their pregnancy and will particularly focus on the contribution of midwife-led units and midwifery-led care. The Minister has fully supported the increase in midwife-led services. Today, increasing numbers of women have the option of midwife-led care in stand-alone units in Craigavon, Ulster, and more recently at the Altnagelvin Hospital. Indeed, the unit in Altnagelvin I opened, I think, just within the last 3 months, and I got an email yesterday telling me that there's already been 250 women delivered in the unit. And last year, we opened the first standalone midwife-led unit in Northern Ireland in Downpatrick. This unit provides care for women with low-risk pregnancies and a new option of care in their local community. That unit goes from strength to strength with increasing numbers of women booking. And we have also announced the development of a further standalone midwife-led unit in Lagan Valley. So choice of care for women in Northern Ireland is increasing, but increasing through a midwifery and obstetric service that is well networked with the ability to identify and care for women with low risk and for women with high risk pregnancies. All in all, it is an exciting time for midwives in Northern Ireland, and conferences like this allow you to come together to share best practice and ensure that all those who care for pregnant women have solid evidence for all their care to ensure a safe and quality journey for the woman, her baby and family throughout pregnancy and birth. So in conclusion, may I wish you a very successful conference, and thank you again, Marlene, for inviting me, admittedly at the last minute because couldn't get the Minister here, to open this exciting event. Thank you.